Welcome back today that opens the doors to hidden treasures you might already have in your pocket or coin jar. We're diving into the fascinating world of Jefferson nickels, the iconic American 5-cent coins that have been quietly gaining serious value in the numismatic market. This video is all about the most valuable top 8 Jefferson nickel coins with different mint marks and conditions that collectors are hunting for right now. If you have any of these tucked away, you might be holding on to hundreds or even thousands of dollars in your hand. So let's get started. First up, we're talking about the Jefferson Nickel 5-cent from 1969 with the S mint mark. Even in circulated and slightly damaged condition, this coin is making waves in today's rare coin auction market, fetching impressive dollar values that surprise even seasoned collectors. If you think worn or old nickels are just pocket change, think again. You may be holding on to a mini fortune without even realizing it. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and it quickly became one of America's most iconic and long-standing coin designs. Named after Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence, the coin honors his legacy with a detailed portrait on the obverse and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. The 1969 version, specifically minted in San Francisco indicated by the rare S mint mark, was part of a significant period in U.S. minting history, right at the end of the silver coin era. Although nickels did not contain silver, the 1969 S edition gained attention due to its limited mintage and superior quality standards set by the San Francisco Mint. Today, it has become a standout among collectors for both its history and its enduring value. What sets the 1969 S Jefferson nickel apart is its fine detailing, classical composition, and the distinguished S mint mark located just to the right of Monticello on the reverse. The obverse features a sharp and respectful profile of Jefferson, accompanied by the motto, "In God We Trust," and the word liberty. Despite the coin's age and the fact that many surviving specimens have been through years of circulation, its original artistry and charm still hold strong. Even in a circulated condition with minor damage, these coins possess a timeless appeal due to the unique font styling, crisp edge reading, and the deep historical resonance of the design. The 1969 S is especially sought after by collectors looking to complete full mint mark sets or acquire specific year rarities. Demand for the 1969 S Jefferson nickel has only grown in recent years. While millions were minted, finding one in decent shape today, especially one that still carries legible details despite circulation, wear, and minor surface issues, is becoming increasingly rare. What makes this coin particularly interesting to collectors is that even in a circulated and damaged state, it holds immense collectible value due to its age, historical context, and relatively low survival rate in decent condition. As more people become aware of the hidden gems sitting in their change jars or coin albums, the hunt for the 1969 S nickel has intensified, turning it into a highly sought-after coin among serious hobbyists and new collectors alike. Now let's talk about the current market value. Depending on its overall condition, a 1969 S Jefferson nickel in circulated, worn, or slightly damaged condition can sell for anywhere from $160,000 or more in the collector market. And for coins with strong remaining detail or partial luster, prices have been known to reach upwards of $200,000 in competitive auctions, especially if it retains a readable date, mint mark, and visible Monticello structure. These values are not just for mint condition pieces anymore. Even your everyday-looking, well-worn nickel might turn out to be a prized rarity if it bears that 1969 S mark. For anyone hoping to cash in on the growing demand for rare Jefferson nickels, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, always check your loose change and older coin rolls. Many valuable 1969 S nickels have been discovered this way. Secondly, even coins with scratches, discoloration, or edge wear can still be worth good money, especially if the key features are intact. Third, consider getting your more promising finds evaluated by a reputable coin grading service, especially if you plan to auction or sell. Collectors are looking for coins with strong eye appeal, even if they're circulated. Stay informed by watching auctions and pricing trends, because this market is heating up quickly. The 1969 S Jefferson Nickel 5-cent coin is more than just a piece of old currency. It's a powerful collectible with real monetary potential, even in a circulated and damaged condition. Its historical roots, beautiful design, and increasing scarcity have made it a hidden superstar in the world of numismatics. Next up, the 1964 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, especially those found in circulated and rusty condition. Believe it or not, even in worn states, this coin is catching the eyes of collectors and dealers alike. If you own one of these, you might be holding onto a surprising piece of American numismatic history with real market value in today's booming coin auctions. The Jefferson Nickel series has been a staple of U.S. coinage since 1938, honoring one of the nation's founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson. The 1964 version is particularly noteworthy because it was minted during a critical period in U.S. coin history. This was the final year that nickels bore no mint mark for coins minted in Philadelphia, and production skyrocketed due to the nationwide coin shortage of the early 1960s. While many of these coins were struck, those surviving today in original, unaltered condition, especially rusty or circulated examples, are now becoming harder to find as collectors lock them away. The 1964 issue is now drawing increasing attention due to its historical importance and disappearing availability. One of the unique features of the 1964 Jefferson nickel is its absence of a mint mark when struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This small detail has become a huge attraction for collectors, as it defines the identity of this coin in a series that later saw mint marks return in subsequent years. The obverse proudly displays the profile of Jefferson, while the reverse depicts his iconic home, Monticello, in stunning detail for the time. Even when aged or rusted, the character of this coin shines through. Collectors deeply appreciate the way the patina gives each piece a story and personality of its own. In fact, the rusty condition, when natural and uncleaned, is increasingly seen as a badge of authenticity and historical passage. Despite being circulated and weathered by time, the 1964 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is now climbing in demand, particularly among vintage coin enthusiasts and error hunters. Some examples exhibit fascinating die cracks, off-center strikes, or planchet errors, and even those without obvious flaws are in high demand when found in original circulated state. The condition, while not pristine, tells a journey of the coin's travels through American history. Today, auction houses and online coin marketplaces are listing these coins even in rusty circulated condition, with values often ranging between $150,000, depending on unique features, surface tone, and demand fluctuations. In some rare sales, premium examples with die errors or rich aged tones have fetched even more, and the trend is only rising as supply tightens. Collectors seeking to invest in this coin should act quickly. The 1964 Jefferson nickel is just an American history. With more people discovering coin collecting during recent years, especially younger generations turning to affordable but meaningful coins, the demand for this specific issue has surged. If you're a collector, make sure to secure pieces that still retain strong details, even with surface rust, as these are gaining appreciation in both numismatic and artistic value. Keep them stored in dry environments and avoid harsh cleaning, as that can reduce the coin's character and appeal. Instead, protect them using coin flips or holders and label them with their historical significance. You never know when the market will spike again. The 1964 Jefferson nickel without mint mark in circulated, even rusty condition, is no longer just pocket change. It's a growing collectible asset. These coins, especially when naturally aged, tell a powerful story of America's mid-century economy, minting history, and Jefferson's enduring legacy. They are highly sought after in today's auction markets, with rising dollar values that reflect their cultural and collector importance. If you have one, you might just be holding a small but powerful piece of American treasure. Next up, the Jefferson Nickel 5-cent coin from the year 1963 without a mint mark. This simple-looking nickel, especially in circulated condition, is becoming a hot item in the auction world due to its rarity, historical significance, and increasing collector demand. If you have one of these in your collection or lying unnoticed in your pocket change, stay tuned because its true value might just surprise you in dollars. Let's begin with the rich history and background of the 1963 Jefferson nickel. This coin was minted during a transitional time in American history, at the heart of the post-war economic boom and right before the major coinage changes of the late 1960s. The Jefferson Nickel series itself was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the series paid tribute to Thomas Jefferson, the third U.S. president and principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The 1963 edition without a mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and while it may seem common at first glance, specific pieces in circulated condition have proven to be highly collectible due to their condition, errors, and historical weight. One of the most appealing aspects of the 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark lies in its unique design features. The obverse side features a dignified portrait of Thomas Jefferson, facing left, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1963. The reverse displays Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia home, with the words E pluribus unum, United States of America, and 5 cents. What makes this coin especially unique for collectors today is the attention to fine detail in Schlag's design and how, even in circulated condition, many examples retain sharp visual appeal, making them stand out among other nickels from the same period. Rarity plays a key role in why the 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is in such high demand. While millions were minted, the majority have been lost to time, worn beyond collectability, or discarded without notice. Those surviving in better circulated condition with clear details, minimal damage, and strong eye appeal are becoming increasingly scarce. Coin collectors are now recognizing that finding one with minimal wear and good luster is not easy, making these coins incredibly desirable. They are also sought after by enthusiasts hunting for full steps on the Monticello, building a detail that enhances a coin's value dramatically even in circulated grades. Now let's talk about the current market value in dollars, which is truly exciting. Depending on the coin's overall condition, sharpness of strike, and visual appeal, circulated 1963 no-mint mark Jefferson nickels have been fetching impressive prices in today's coin auctions. Values typically start from $100,000 or more for circulated examples in better-than-average shape. Exceptionally well-preserved pieces with strong details, fewer contact marks, and better luster have even reached over $170,000 or more in competitive auction settings. And if any unique die errors are present, such as double strikes, clipped planchets, or off-center minting, prices can soar significantly higher, showing just how hot the market has become for these coins. For collectors looking to find or sell this gem, there are some useful tips to keep in mind. Always examine your 1963 Jefferson nickels closely, especially around the steps of Monticello and Jefferson's portrait. A coin with strong visual clarity and minimal circulation damage holds greater value. If you come across a nickel with potential error traits, have it evaluated by a reputable numismatic expert. Keeping your coin safe in a protective holder can preserve its appeal and ensure higher value when the time comes to sell or grade. It's also a good idea to track recent auction trends and values because demand is rising and opportunities are there for those paying attention. The 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is far more than just a small coin. It's a historical piece, a rare collectible, and a rising star in today's auction market. Its strong design, rich background, and growing scarcity are turning it into a prized asset for collectors worldwide. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or just starting your coin journey, this is one treasure you should not overlook. So check your change, search your old collections, because that humble nickel in your drawer might just be worth far more than 5 cents. Next up, we're diving into an incredible gem from American coinage history. The 1962 Jefferson nickel 5-cent coin without a mint mark, found in circulated red condition. This isn't just any old nickel. This is a coin that's generating buzz in the collector world for its rising value, rich background, and rare appeal. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just getting started with coin collecting, the 1962 Jefferson nickel is a must-have for your collection, especially in its rare circulated red-toned state. Get ready to discover its surprising history, standout features, and why it's turning heads in today's auction markets with impressive dollar values. The Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, this coin honors the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, with his portrait on the obverse and his Virginia home, Monticello, on the reverse. The year 1962 was a significant time for the Jefferson Nickel series, a period just before major changes in minting practices began in the mid-60s due to the coin shortage crisis. What makes the 1962 issue particularly special is that millions were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, but very few in premium condition have survived today. The lack of a mint mark confirms its Philadelphia origin, making this coin even more desirable to collectors who seek clean, classic specimens from that mint. The 1962 Jefferson Nickel without a mint mark boasts all the fine design details that define the early years of the series. On the obverse, Jefferson's profile is sharp and dignified, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1962 encircling the design. The reverse features Monticello with stunning architectural detail, surrounded by the words "E pluribus unum," Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. But what truly sets some 1962 nickels apart is their incredible red toning, a rare visual effect that can occur from decades of natural oxidation and storage, resulting in beautiful reddish hues that add uniqueness and dramatic eye appeal. Coins with this reddish patina in circulated condition are especially admired because they show wear but retain exceptional color and definition. While 1962 Jefferson nickels were struck in the millions, finding one today in circulated condition with red toning and strong eye appeal is far from easy. These coins are often worn down through heavy use. But when you find one that still shows crisp details with that special red luster, you're holding something truly uncommon. The circulated red condition is particularly sought after by collectors because it combines the charm of historical usage with the visual rarity of oxidation-induced toning. Demand for toned Jefferson nickels has surged in recent years, and those with natural red patinas are among the most prized. Coin collectors around the world are actively hunting for these red-toned specimens to add both value and aesthetic uniqueness to their growing collections. Now let's talk money because this is where things get really exciting. A 1962 Jefferson nickel without mint mark in typical circulated condition might fetch a few dollars, but when that same coin displays attractive red toning, collectors are willing to pay a premium. Depending on the richness of the toning, the sharpness of the details, and overall preservation, auction prices have reached impressive levels. Coins with bold red color and good eye appeal can sell from $155,000 in today's collector market, with higher prices reported for coins that combine toning with a strong strike and minimal surface marks. Some top-graded toned examples have even achieved $250,000 or more in specialty auctions. This coin is truly making waves among Jefferson nickel enthusiasts. If you're looking to own a 1962 Jefferson nickel in red circulated condition, here are a few important tips. First, always examine the coin in natural light to appreciate the full beauty of the red toning. This is what often drives the premium value. Check for clear details on Jefferson's hair, jawline, and Monticello's steps and windows. Even in circulated condition, these features should be partially visible. Next, ensure the coin is genuine by comparing it with official mint specifications or consulting a professional coin dealer if in doubt. Consider storing toned coins in inert holders or coin flips that prevent further oxidation, preserving their unique color. Lastly, don't overlook coins in old family jars or estate sales. Many hidden gems like the red-toned 1962 Jefferson nickel have been discovered in surprising places. The 1962 Jefferson nickel without mint mark in circulated red condition is far more than a 5-cent piece. It's a small but powerful artifact of American history, artistry, and rarity. Its unique toning, historical significance, and increasing demand make it a true highlight in the world of coin collecting. As collectors become more aware of the beauty and scarcity of naturally toned Jefferson nickels, values continue to rise, and owning one of these stunning coins could be a brilliant investment. Dig through those coin jars, and who knows, you just might find a reddish treasure worth far more than you ever expected. Next up, we're diving into one of the most underrated but increasingly valuable coins from American history. The 1960 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. If you have one in circulated fine condition, you might be holding a rare gem that collectors are desperately hunting for in today's competitive auction market. Stay tuned, because this coin is becoming a hot topic among numismatists and could fetch you big bucks if you know what to look for. The history and background of the Jefferson nickel stretch back to 1938, when it was introduced to replace the Buffalo nickel. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel showcases a profile portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence. The reverse of the coin proudly features his iconic home, Monticello, making it one of the most historic and symbolic designs in U.S. coinage. By 1960, the United States Mint in Philadelphia, which used no mint mark at the time, produced a large number of these coins. But despite the production scale, finding one today in good, fine circulated condition that maintains detail and clarity is increasingly rare. The unique features of the 1960 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark are what make it so appealing. The no mint mark tells us this coin came from the Philadelphia Mint, which at that time did not add a mint letter. The obverse features a strong, detailed image of Jefferson facing left, with the inscription, "In God We Trust," and the date, 1960, clearly stamped. The reverse captures Monticello in intricate architecture, along with the inscriptions, E Pluribus Unum, Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. Even in fine condition, these coins show enough sharpness to retain their beauty and authenticity, something true collectors truly admire. In terms of rarity and condition, a Jefferson nickel from 1960 without a mint mark in fine circulated condition is becoming harder to locate in today's coin market. Over decades, most of these coins have worn out or been lost, making well-preserved examples more desirable. Coin collectors look for details like a strong rim, visible lettering, and recognizable features on Jefferson's face and Monticello. A coin that checks these boxes in a fine grade is no longer ordinary. It's a survivor from a different era. Its age, where pattern, and original minting give it historic value. And that's exactly what makes it such a popular piece at auctions. Let's talk about the current market value in dollars for this fascinating nickel. While face value is just 5 cents, auction listings and private sales are proving that this coin is worth much more. In circulated fine condition, a 1960 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark can sell anywhere from $138,000, depending on clarity, tone, and overall eye appeal. But that's just the beginning. Coins in better condition or with distinct toning patterns have sold for over $178,000 in recent years. And collectors are now paying a premium for coins that stand out from the rest, especially if they have clean surfaces, full rims, or attractive aging. The rising demand in U.S. coin auctions shows a strong upward trend in value for these nickels, even in circulated condition. For those passionate about collecting, here are some tips to get the most out of your Jefferson nickel hunt. First, always handle your coins carefully and avoid cleaning them, as originality adds to their value. Use a magnifier to inspect details like the steps on Monticello and Jefferson's hairlines. Store your coins in protective holders to prevent further wear. If you're unsure about a coin's grade, consider a professional appraisal or certification from a reputable grading service. And most importantly, keep an eye on online marketplaces and auctions, because the demand for 1960 Jefferson nickels is growing, and collectors are always watching for quality specimens to add to their sets. The 1960 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is not just another 5-cent coin. It's a piece of American history, a symbol of craftsmanship, and a rising star in the world of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, this coin offers you the chance to hold onto something rare and potentially profitable. In fine circulated condition, it carries value that goes far beyond its face, and in today's market, that value is only expected to grow. So check your change, explore your old coin jars, and who knows, you might just uncover a Jefferson nickel that's worth far more than you ever imagined. Next up, we're talking about the highly sought-after 1954 Jefferson nickel 5-cent coin without a mint mark. This isn't just any old nickel. It's a historical piece of American currency that, even in circulated and very fine condition, is turning heads at auctions and among serious collectors across the globe. Stay tuned, because you won't believe what this little coin is worth today. The Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and it features the iconic third U.S. president, Thomas Jefferson, on the obverse. The 1954 version of the Jefferson nickel was struck during the post-war economic boom, when coin production was still strong, but specific minting years began gaining collector attention due to design consistency, minting totals, and historical events of the time. The coin was minted in Philadelphia, which is why it does not carry a mint mark. What makes the 1954 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel stand out is not just its age, but the story it tells of mid-20th century America, a time of growth, innovation, and changing economies, all captured in the metal of this remarkable 5-cent piece. The 1954 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is a true standout when it comes to design and craftsmanship. The obverse features a strong left-facing profile of Thomas Jefferson with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty 1954" cleanly engraved along the rim. On the reverse, we find Jefferson's famous Virginia home, Monticello, beautifully detailed, with the words "E Pluribus Unum" above and "United States of America" and 5 cents below. The striking clarity of Monticello's dome and columns, even in circulated condition, is a testament to the skill of the U.S. Mint's engravers. In very fine condition, these coins display sharp details with only minor wear, making them visually appealing and highly collectible even decades after they were struck. Now let's talk about rarity and collector demand, two things that turn an ordinary coin into a prized possession. The 1954 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is becoming increasingly rare in high-quality circulated grades such as very fine. While millions were minted, the survival rate in good condition has dropped due to natural circulation and time. Collectors today are hunting for these coins because they represent a perfect balance of historical significance, scarcity, and investment potential. When a 1954 no-mint nickel appears in very fine or better condition, it instantly attracts attention in collector communities and numismatic auctions. The fact that it's from the Philadelphia Mint, with no mint mark, adds to its authenticity and allure, making it one of the more desirable Jefferson nickels from the early 1950s era. If you're wondering what this gem is worth in today's booming collector market, you're in for a pleasant surprise. A circulated 1954 Jefferson nickel in very fine condition can command a respectable value of around $165,000, depending on eye appeal and preservation. But don't let that modest price fool you. Higher-grade examples, such as extra fine or about uncirculated, can jump in value significantly, often reaching $220,000. And if a coin displays excellent strike details and minimal wear, the value can go even higher at competitive auctions. Some collectors are even willing to pay premium rates for beautifully toned examples or coins with unique die varieties, which are occasionally found in this issue. It's a clear sign that demand is growing, and the value of this nickel is moving in only one direction up. For collectors interested in adding the 1954 no-mint Jefferson nickel to their collection, now is the perfect time. Look for coins that have clear, strong detail in Jefferson's hair, cheek, and Monticello's steps and windows. Coins in very fine condition should still show visible design elements, even if slightly worn. It's also wise to store these coins in protective holders or sleeves to prevent further wear, as even a small improvement in appearance can dramatically affect value. Check your local coin shows, trusted dealers, or online auctions where this particular year is gaining traction among numismatists. Collectors are advised to act sooner rather than later, as the popularity of Jefferson nickels is increasing and many early-date nickels are being snatched up quickly. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1954 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. A simple 5-cent coin that has become a valuable and cherished collectible, especially in very fine condition. Its historical background, clean design, growing rarity, and consistent market demand make it a must-have for any serious coin enthusiast. Whether you're just starting out or expanding a long-held collection, this coin represents more than just money. It's a piece of American heritage with increasing value and timeless appeal. So don't overlook those nickels in your change jar. You might just be holding a hidden gem worth far more than 5 cents. Next up, we're diving deep into a truly fascinating and valuable piece of American numismatic history. The 1944 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. This isn't just any 5-cent coin. It's a wartime silver alloy nickel that's gaining huge attention among collectors and investors alike. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just discovering the thrill of rare coins, this video will reveal why this specific 1944 Jefferson nickel, in circulated fine condition, is becoming a hot commodity in the auction world. So sit back, relax, and get ready to discover how this small coin could carry big value in dollars today. The Jefferson Nickel series was first introduced in 1938 to honor Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The coin's obverse features a left-facing portrait of Jefferson, while the reverse showcases his home, Monticello. However, during the years of World War II, from 1942 to 1945, the U.S. Mint made a bold decision to change the nickel's metal composition. Due to the wartime need for nickel in military manufacturing, these coins were instead minted using a special alloy of 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese. The 1944 nickel, part of this silver wartime series, became an iconic symbol of America's sacrifice and adaptation during the war. What makes the no-mint mark version so special is that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the only U.S. mint that did not traditionally place a mint mark on coins until the silver wartime nickels introduced a P for the very first time in 1942. This coin is unique in every way. Unlike regular nickels made of nickel and copper, the 1944 version contains actual silver, making it both a collectible and a precious metal investment. Even in circulated fine condition, the coin showcases key features: Jefferson's distinct portrait with detailed hairlines, a readable "In God We Trust" and "Liberty 1944" on the obverse, and a strong architectural rendering of Monticello on the reverse. What truly sets it apart is the large P mint mark placed above Monticello's dome, a clear indicator that it belongs to the wartime silver series. That mark alone signifies rarity and makes the coin immediately recognizable to seasoned collectors. The shine and patina of the silver alloy also give it a completely different look from regular nickels, making it visually striking even in worn condition. Despite millions being minted, very few of these coins have survived the decades in collectible condition, especially considering that silver nickels were often melted down for their metal content. A 1944 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in fine circulated condition is still highly desirable today. The fact that it contains silver boosts both its historical and intrinsic value. Collectors are consistently searching for these coins to complete their wartime nickel sets, and the demand is rising as more people become aware of silver content U.S. coinage. Even in fine condition, where the details are worn but still clear, this coin represents an important piece of America's past and is seen as a great acquisition in any collection. Now let's talk numbers. In today's auction market, the 1944 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in fine circulated condition holds an impressive value. While the silver content alone already gives it a base worth of a few dollars, its collectible demand pushes the price significantly higher. Depending on the quality of the coin and its eye appeal, it can fetch anywhere from $146,000, and sometimes more when bidders compete to complete their wartime silver sets. For coins in extremely fine to uncirculated condition, prices can reach $230,000. The market is strong and continues to grow, especially as silver prices increase and historical coin collecting becomes more popular across the globe. For collectors aiming to add this rare 1944 nickel to their portfolio, the key is authenticity and condition. Always look for the large P mint mark above Monticello and be cautious of cleaning or polishing, which can reduce value. Even circulated examples hold significant value if they retain their original details and have no major damage. Purchasing from reputable dealers or trusted auction houses is recommended. And if you happen to find one in your own change or old coin jars, don't overlook it. Store it properly in a cool, dry place in protective holders, and consider getting it graded if it shows minimal wear. Grading can often boost its market value significantly. The 1944 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is far more than just an old 5-cent piece. It's a historical artifact from a defining moment in American history, a coin made of silver during wartime, and a rare treasure that continues to gain attention and value in today's collector market. Whether you're just starting your collection or you've been searching for the perfect wartime nickel to add to your set, this 1944 silver nickel is one to watch. With strong demand, increasing silver prices, and an undeniable historical charm, now is the perfect time to take a closer look at the change in your pocket. Because that little 1944 nickel might just be worth much more than 5 cents. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more exciting coin discoveries every week.